Chữ nào con cần phải giải thích thêm thì con cho cái gạch dưới rồi con để cái chữ gì mà con biết.
Bánh mì. Các em ơi, câu số 8 có thể bỏ qua một bên nhé. Tại vì cô chưa có đưa em 4 cái câu để em phân tích xem một cái video về cách họ tạo kiếm katana, ok?
Khả tiếng cô chịu khó nhé. Đây đầu tiên. Tuổi hoa niên, tuổi hoa niên. Action. Lời một bên đây, tuổi hoa niên nhé. Mình đọc đều, mình không có đọc nhanh quá, mình không có đọc chậm quá. Đọc chung nhau. 1, 2, 3. Tuổi hoa niên, tuổi hoa niên. Khóm mang non xinh tươi vươn lên. Tuổi ngây thơ, đẹp vui tươi.
Bây giờ đến giờ làm trên sách nha. Viết tên, câu hỏi nha. Chữ nào con cần phải giải thích thêm thì con cho cái gạch dưới rồi con để cái chữ gì mà con biết.
Dạ, kính thưa quý vị, em là cô Nguyễn An Sophia. Năm nay em dạy lớp 5 tại trường tiểu học The Mill. Em là cô giáo dạy Việt ngữ cho chương trình song ngữ Anh Việt trong học khu Westminster. Năm nay là năm thứ 4 của em.
Dạ, xin chào quý vị. Em tên là Đặng Quỳnh Hương, đang dạy lớp 6 trong chương trình song ngữ Anh Việt của học khu Westminster. Mình đang dạy tiếng Việt. Cô này lớp 5, mình là dạy lớp 6. Còn những học trò đây là học trò cũ của cô và là học trò mới của mình năm nay lớp 6.
The Vietnamese dual language immersion program, it means you're immersed in 2 languages compared to the traditional model where you learn only English. During school, you learn 2 languages. One is English and the other is the heritage language. Here, it's the Vietnamese language. The difference is that they get to learn it 5 days a week, and they learn it all subjects, including writing, reading, math, science, art, all those other subjects in both English and Vietnamese, and having that opportunity. And because it's public school, it's a free opportunity for all students.
Again, it's a public school and students go and they have grade level. So we still comply with the grade level standards. We still teach the curriculum. So we have the same curriculum like any students going to school in California and nation to go to. With this program, we have 50% delivered and instructed in Vietnamese and 50% is in English, and that's the plus of it. They learn the curriculum, they learn the standards, they learn in both languages.
I was not fortunate enough to have this program growing up since I was born here in America, but the students here now are very fortunate because they get the opportunity to learn for 5 days in Vietnamese and English as both their primary languages. It's vital to learn at an early age because as you think about it too, as we get to newer generations of Vietnamese American. Right now, my parents were born in Vietnam. I'm born here, but as I have children and grandchildren and my descendants after, they're less likely to know Vietnamese and know more English now that we live here in America. But having this program will help us as a community be able to preserve our culture and language.
This program serves in public school, so it's the opportunity for the language to be introduced and promoted in the community that has all ethnic backgrounds. So this is the program that we serve all the community for also the goal of like to prepare our students for multicultural and multilingualism in the future. And of course, research has shown that studying language at an early age has great benefits for their cognitive development, also for their communication, and of course in the future for their career and service in the society. So this is the program that if we serve early, they have more years, and of course they learn more with that long of the time. So it's very vital. I would say that important to start early.
example, most of my friends now, they're looking for jobs and they're like in their 20s and their 30s. And most jobs now are looking for candidates that know multiple languages. And especially with like the Vietnamese American community, they're looking for people who know Vietnamese. But a lot of my friends didn't have the opportunity to learn Vietnamese when they were younger, or they didn't choose to. They thought the focus was English. But because of that, they're having a harder time finding a job compared to those who had known 2 languages growing up. And now people are trying to learn at an adult age, but it's harder for them compared to when you're learning at like a very young age. It sticks with you longer. And those students or those candidates are more fluent than those who learn at a later age. Tại vì cô học từ nhỏ đến bây giờ mà. Đây.
Hi, my name is Jacob. I go to DeMille Elementary and I'm in 6th grade. Hi, I'm Madeline Montalvo and I'm also in 6th grade and I also go to DeMille.
Why did you choose to be in the Vietnamese language program?
I choose to be in the school because it can help with my language and understand more Vietnamese. Because it helps understand my family history and my culture and where I come from. Hi, my name is Hugh and I'm from 6th grade from DeMille Elementary School.
Hi, my name is Leanne Pham and I'm also 6th grade in DeMille Elementary School. I've always liked it here. It's such like a peaceful place to learn and play with my friends and also learn a bunch of new things so I can communicate and understand the word better.
Learning Vietnamese has helped me a lot with my family and stuff. Learning Vietnamese has also helped me understand more culture about the 2.
I love that I can communicate more with my family and also people outside and maybe make an impact on the world.
I hope to help students that want to learn Vietnamese. I also hope to learn extra academics when I'm in college and high school about Vietnamese culture.
Some adults, they're also Vietnamese, but they don't really know their culture and where they came from much. And I also want to help them understand it better.
Bao nhiêu sao cho trọn lời. So for my morning meeting, what we always do is we sing songs every day. It kind of leans into like karaoke culture in Vietnam, where they sing a song that's like tied to Vietnamese culture, and they sing it every day just to reset and start their day. Today I introduced a new song, Tuổi Hoa Niên, and that's how I do it. So every time I slowly teach one different song, either per month or every 2 months, and then they practice it every day before they start their day.
Hello, I'm Mrs. April Dare. I'm the principal of DeMille Dual Language Academy. I'm very excited to be a part of this amazing program. This program has seen a lot of growth since its inception in 2015. We've really seen our students thriving as our first cohort has moved into middle school. We're very excited to continue to expand and enhance our program through units of study that cover our Common Core state standards in both Vietnamese and English. We're excited to work with different community members on our fluency programs for Vietnamese and for English and making those bridging connections. We were very excited to be awarded the CABE Seal of Excellence Award last year, a very prestigious award that recognized the amazing work that we're doing here with our Vietnamese Language Academy. In the future, we're going to be continuing to work on our units of study to strengthen our students and prepare them to become global citizens and successful in their years to come. We're also going to continue to incorporate more elements of our STEAM, bringing in engineering, arts, and math, and all of those amazing things that help our students to be well-rounded individuals. So in our program, we're excited to continue to expand and move forward. We have so many more students coming into our program this year, and our school is just growing exponentially, and we're excited to continue to see that improvement.
The Vietnamese Dual Language Immersion program, it's a very rigorous program. Most say like one of the most rigorous because they're not just learning all the subjects in English, they're learning all the subjects in both English and Vietnamese. So the workload is doubled. They have to persevere through the hardest times and hardest assignments or standards that they have to overcome. But I've noticed like the students here work really hard to overcome all their obstacles, the exams, the projects. And I think those are skills that they can bring with them, regardless if they still stay in dual immersion or not. They can carry that with them into middle school, high school, even college, or even there when they go into their career as well.
That we do our best, and the students also have been doing their best. And the program is very rigorous, and we do all subjects, so it can be very hard for many, but along the way we touch many aspects of learning. We do cultural aspect, we do cognitive aspect, we do standards, we do language, so all aspects on the way throughout their experience they pick up here and there, so it's benefits in some way. And of course we have seen outstanding students who have been even above and beyond what our expectations are, but some we know that still struggle. That's where we work our way harder, and we always think of a way how to improve that teaching and the program and so on. But transitioning, we have gone through now up to 8th grade, and next year will be 9th grade in high school. So we are in the transition, and yes, we are preparing them for even in school life, throughout the grade school, and also for the future, because with that social competence and the biliteracy competence and the academic competence, they all be prepared for future as the next generation.
I always say language is like a lens in the way you see the world. If you know multiple languages, you have multiple lenses. And I notice like our students, they think differently. The way they go about things is very different. They expand the way they engage in society, in their world. And learning multiple language really opens their opportunities. And so with that, I would like to pass it on to Go Duan over at Warner. This is my 4th year teaching in this VDLI program. I don't have as much years as Chị Hương, but I had many opportunities to co-create with the teachers, with the parents, with the community we have, with the curriculum. 2 most memorable memories. One was when last year I started this prep program for teaching that, which is a Vietnamese dictation competition. And I got a lot of students to compete in it because I used to do it when I went to weekend school at my church. And when the students did it, they took all the places. So I was very fortunate and very proud of our school for being able to accomplish that. Another memory was just building the curriculum for social studies, making the 50 states project. One of the things I do for end of the year is students get to choose a state and they get to do a report, make a poster, and present it in front of the class. But the twist is they do it all in Vietnamese, and they're able to do it. I noticed students at all levels were able to present and deliver that. And oral speaking skills are very important for the long run in both English and Vietnamese.
You got thiếu Vin, right? Đây, câu hỏi mở lớp. Okay. Vũ khí samurai, có ai có biết được một ví dụ vũ khí? Vũ khí là gì Khải Hoàng? Dạ, katana là cái gì? Cái kiếm, đúng rồi. So ở đây sẽ có, chút nữa có thanh kiếm. Right. Và võ sĩ samurai đặc biệt là sử dụng 2 cái thanh kiếm, có thanh kiếm. Cái này là gì? Súng.
Nhật Bản trong thời Trung Cổ là từ năm 1185 đến năm 1600. Giờ này có 3 thời.
Islamic đặc biệt là cái gì? Hồi giáo. Hồi giáo, ok. Người Hồi giáo mà bận đồ rất kín đáo.
Hi everyone, my name is Diana Doan. I am the 7th grade middle school teacher for the Vietnamese dual language program at Warner Middle School. There are 2 periods a day where students take Vietnamese dual language immersion classes. One of them is Vietnamese language arts and the other one is social studies from the state content standards. So for 7th grade, it is medieval world history, and for 8th grade, it is US history, but in Vietnamese. Specifically for the VDLI programs, we have a lot of diverse families, from parents that don't know a lot of Vietnamese to parents that only speak Vietnamese. At home, we have a robust communication system where parents can check their students' grades and assignments and communicate with teachers and admin. There's also a lot of community resources out there for any parents that want to enrich their students' education at home when it comes to Vietnamese, such as YouTube, books, digital libraries, and things like that. At the middle school level, it's different than elementary in that students have to be able to already have a basic understanding of Vietnamese and English. They must test into the program, and we test them on the 4 domains: listening, speaking, reading, and writing, and a verbal interview. We also meet with their parents to confer to see if they want to be a part of the program and talk to them about the resources that we have. But this opportunity is available to all students who can pass our exams and feel that they want to learn the language.
Dạ, chém là một, rồi hai nữa có thể che được, có thể bảo vệ, right? Rồi cái này smack them, right? So, có 5 cái vũ khí.
Hi, my name is Dr. Kenneth Lepore. I am the principal at Warner Middle School. I think that the VDLI program has been a wonderful addition to the Warner school curriculum. I think that we have a large group of Vietnamese students who go to our campus, and having a Vietnamese dual language immersion program allows us to capitalize on the great wealth of linguistic and cultural resources that exist, and to provide our students with really meaningful experiences now to prepare them for the future. Additionally, I think that our VDLI students are also some of our core leaders on campus. They're not only in Vietnamese dual language immersion, but they're also our ASB members. They're in yearbook, they're in band. They have a wide variety of experiences here, and they contribute to our campus as a whole each and every single day. It almost brings a tear to your eye to see the students when they start here and when they go. I think that I have been working deeply for the last several years with our partners down at DeMille, who have prepared these students over the last 6 years there, and they've come here for 2 years, and now I'm working deeply with our high school partners that they will then move on to take these courses and these experiences as they go on to the world. It is a truly magnificent thing to see, and I'm proud to have been here.
People's rights, then the people have a right to what? Overthrow the government. And so this is, we see government not just as a king, whatever the king does is true, but that people have a right to overthrow. Which students do? Em lại em hiểu. So, thứ 5 thì mỗi người đều có quyền bảo toàn chính mình và lao động tự do.
Hello, I am Angel Nguyen, and I go to Warner Middle School. I'm currently an 8th grader in the Vietnamese dual immersion program. When I was little, my parents wanted me to learn more about Vietnamese because in my family, we don't really talk that much English. And so my parents decided that if I take Vietnamese lessons and join the Vietnamese dual immersion program, I will be able to learn Vietnamese, know more about it, and learn more about its culture too. Like in Vietnam, we have Tết, and we celebrate it every year because we want to celebrate the new year. And we're able to celebrate with our family and friends. And so when I grow up, I'll be able to communicate with my family, other people in our area, because in this area is mostly Vietnamese people. And so I'll be able to translate, communicate, and a lot more. More doors will be opened, and there'll be a lot of opportunities. And so when I apply for college, university, or any job, it will show that I'm a strong candidate and that I'm worthy. I've been in the program since kindergarten, and I grew up not knowing anyone in that class at all. I was pretty shy. I didn't know what to do. But then I was able to make and meet new friends in my class. And we help each other on our struggles. If we needed help on anything, we can always rely on each other. And so as many years passed, we help each other on stuff that we couldn't comprehend. And so we grew up relying on each other, helping each other to become better and stronger until now.
I have a lot of feelings when it comes to the first cohort, especially because I was also their 5th grade teacher back when COVID was starting, and now to see them get to 8th grade is really amazing. I'm so proud of them, and I'm so proud to have been their teacher and to see them be so resilient and so motivated and so excited to be learning Vietnamese. And that's the best part, you know, just being a part of their journey to appreciate culture, learn language, and represent the community. EDLI program as a whole has been such an amazing accomplishment. First of all the teachers that are part of it, from TK, from preschool actually, from preschool, TK, all the way into our new 8th grade teacher this year, have put all hands on deck. Like if there's anything needed at the lower level, middle school teachers are there. If at the middle school level, even though there's 2 of us, we know that we have a whole ensemble. All of our colleagues at the elementary school are always willing to help. So I love the cohesiveness of it, and of course there's bumps in the road. It's not always smooth, but I love the resilience of everyone. And truly it's the fact that all the teachers, all the parents, the community members, and the students are so passionate about learning the language and retaining their culture. Các em lấy ra. Dạ. Dạ. 2 chữ Boon and Boo. Nữa. Sao không biết mà in ra. At the middle school level, we encourage the kids to volunteer in the community. So that's when they go out and participate in the Tết Fair, the parade. We also did Tết Trung Thu recently, competing in the dictation contest tomorrow. Students are encouraged to apply for scholarships. There's just ample opportunities. We recently started a club this year at Warner Middle School, the After School Culture Club, where we have a service faction, and we just recently had a successful winter clothing drive where all the clothing was donated to the district to be put out in our district boutique. So these are opportunities where students feel connected to the community, and you know, this is a community that's mostly with a lot of Vietnamese speaking families, so this is where they can feel directly connected to the community, feel like they're a part of it, and oftentimes these families are speaking Vietnamese or community members are using the language, so that's where they can also practice the language as well. I hope that the students will always remember where they came from, remember the feelings that they feel when they learn something new, when they get to communicate with their grandmas and grandpas. I hope that they always have a passion for learning languages, have a passion for their culture, and appreciate and remember the shoulders of the giants that they stand on. Let's pass it on to cô Mai Khang and cô Dom to learn more about the Vietnamese dual language program at the high school level.
Bánh mì. Các em ơi, câu số 8 có thể bỏ qua một bên nhé. Tại vì cô chưa có đưa em 4 cái câu để em phân tích.
Các em học sinh thân mến, các em có sẵn sàng để nâng các kỹ năng của mình lên mức cao hơn chưa? Hãy sẵn sàng đi, bởi vì học khu trung học Huntington Beach đang bổ sung thêm các lớp giáo dục kỹ thuật nghề hay CTE trong niên học tới. Cho dù em thích về kỹ thuật, y tế, kinh doanh hay các ngành nghề khác, đều sẽ có lớp ưa thích cho mỗi người. Các lớp CTE được thiết kế để cho học sinh có trải nghiệm thực tế trong đời sống. Hãy tận dụng cơ hội này để phát triển các kỹ năng đáng giá, giúp các em chuẩn bị cho sự thành công. Các lớp CTE sẽ khác nhau tùy vào các trường trong học khu. Em nhớ hỏi chuyên gia hướng dẫn của mình để xem các lớp nào được dạy ở trường em. Đừng bỏ mất cơ hội này để khám phá về các đam mê và tiềm năng của mình.
Câu này ý nói cái gì thôi? Vậy nó không hỏi một câu. Dạ. Cần hiểu trước hết nó là ý nói gì. Dạ. Bánh mì. Các em ơi, câu số 8 có thể bỏ qua một bên nhé. Tại vì cô chưa có đưa em 4 cái câu để em phân tích. So câu số 8 bỏ qua một bên nhé. My name is Thảo Ly Nguyen. I've been teaching Vietnamese language here at Westminster High School for 20 years now, and I love it here. I love the students, I love the staff, and I feel it's a blessing. I love what I do. For next year, we are very thrilled and excited to welcome the first cohort of VDOI students will be coming to Westminster High School. For our Vietnamese language classes, we have been having 2 pathways. One is for non-heritage speakers, and the second one is for heritage speakers. And we will be having a third one for our VDOI students. One of the courses that we offer to our VDOI students is the CTE course. It's focused a lot on college and pathway. And we are hoping through these courses, our students will be able to explore different careers and different colleges and be able to apply what they learn in the dual language classes and be able to apply those skills beyond the school settings. When I started out 20 years ago, there were only 4 Vietnamese classes. And then we worked hard to build the program, and now we have 4 full-time Vietnamese language teachers. And next year, we are thrilled. At the same time, we feel pressure as well because we are the first in the nation that will have the Vietnamese dual language immersion for high school level. Like just anything, I think there's a saying in Vietnamese that says "Vạn sự khởi đầu nan." Everything start out difficult with challenges, and it's the same thing for us. We have been having the Vietnamese language classes here for many years, so it's very well established already. Our video kids, we want also to have another class where we want them to be able to practice and apply what they learn outside the classroom, and that's our goal always for our students here as well.
Hello, my name is Amy Sable and I'm the principal at Westminster High School. So we are eagerly anticipating our very first cohort of our VDLI students here at Westminster High School in the 2024-25 school year. We have been working for many years now with our partners in Westminster School District to be prepared for this coming year, finally, as our incoming students are coming to us at Westminster. One of our main emphases that we wanted to have when we talk about our VDLI program here at Westminster High School is making sure that our students have access to different options that the high school offers our students. And this was a huge priority for us. So the students within the VDLI cohort will have their language course. It'll be advanced, obviously. They will also have access to a CTE course that allows them to explore field study in different areas that they may want to pursue once they're older. Our commitment to our community is going to be at the forefront of everything that we do within this program, and so that will be embedded throughout different aspects and opportunities to be involved in our community.
Bằng tiếng Anh, lớp trả lời bằng tiếng Việt. Okay, so ví dụ như là busy là gì? 1, 2, 3. Các em trả lời bằng tiếng Việt. Dạ. Áo lạnh, áo khoác hay áo thun đứng lên? Người nào? Người nào đang mặc áo khoác? Học sinh nào đang mặc áo khoác? Oh, maybe not áo. Okay, maybe not áo khoác. Ngồi xuống em, ngồi xuống. That's áo lên. Em có thể chọn 3 người đi, 3 người. Chọn 3 người. Cảm ơn Duy. Cảm ơn em. Wait, người cuối cùng là ai? Oh, okay, cảm ơn em. Cross country?
For our students who are part of the VDLI program, the true hope and the goal is that we connect them with the community and the different types of businesses or different ways to get exposure and experience in careers that they want to take on in the future. So for instance, if a student is interested and want to become a doctor one day, then at least we can let them know what it's like to be a doctor by volunteering at a medical clinic như là Nhân Hòa Health Clinic. If somebody wants to learn about different types of businesses, then we would want to try to get them connect, do some field work, as well as interview these different people who own these different types of businesses as well.
Okay, so Jin nói, Jin trả lời vào tháng 6 Jin thích đi xem phim. Okay, đi xem phim là gì các em?
Go watch movies. Okay, Jin ơi, em thích xem phim nào?
For all of our students who are part of the VDA Live program, they're going to learn the vocabulary, the skills in Vietnamese about that college or career that they would like to take on one day. So that is going to be the goal for our students here.
A few of the challenges that we have been having so far, I think the first one is we want to make sure that we be able to place the students at the right level. And very fortunately, our Vietnamese language program, we have 8 different classes, different levels for our coming students to fit in. So we have that already. And another challenge that we have is the collaboration, because it's such a big thing for us to be able to work with our middle school teachers and build a well-thought program for those students. And so far, we have been working really well and hard with our middle school teachers. We did meet with them, and we will be able to articulate our curriculum well. Another challenge has always been is how can we bring what the students learn from outside the classroom and we can apply it beyond the classroom settings. And with the vision we have in mind, is we want to partner up with different organizations in the Vietnamese community. But one thing I have is that faith. I have faith in our team, in our admin, with also our middle school teachers and admin over there. We have been working hard, and along with the teacher from the mill as well. We've been working with them for many years. It has been a great partnership, and I know it will continue to be that way. And we are always open and willing to improve. Like anything, there's always room for improvement.
So parent involvement at the high school level is still very important, and we do want to increase our participation for our parents as well. So we will have opportunities for guest speakers. We'd love for our parents to come in and share their story with our students, as well as if they are entrepreneurs or business owners or have different industry that they are involved in, we'd like to explore what that looks like as well. We have our PTSA, we have different organizations within our school that are available to all of our parents to be involved in, but we encourage this population in particular as we are growing, and this will be the very first year, and that input is incredibly important for every single year to add in different aspects that we feel are relevant to make sure we're meeting all the needs of our students and our families. So we are incredibly honored to be part of the very first cohort of VDLI students that will be recognized as being a pre-K through high school program. We will be the very first in the nation. And with that comes a lot of responsibility, but a lot of excitement as well. And so we are passionately committed to this process. We will continue to add in aspects that students are able to explore, but also have exposure to different opportunities academically and also professionally that they can use once they leave Westminster High School and explore the world beyond.
That the program is new, we all do it together, and we are fortunate to have this program. Moment that I love the most, like every year, it's the same that touch my heart, is when the students perform or like get out to the community, participate in the community and performance and speak. So that is when I see it's the next generation of the students in other ethnic backgrounds too, and mostly Vietnamese too, of course, to the community, that we see that the next wave of generation that preserve, promote, and can apply the language in their everyday life. So that touched my moment every time I see them on the stage or out there doing their work with the community. Another moment maybe like every end of the school year too, that we see students get the pathway to biliteracy recognition. That is when the teacher kind of look back to see, oh, you went through that far. It's a pathway. So it's benchmarked every like kindergarten, 3rd grade, 5th, 6th grade, and then 8th grade. We see how far we went. And then now we are promoting them to high school. So we want to see how the path goes. And then every time we look back, we just feel like, oh, that's something that we can do for the next generation. So it touched my heart, and every time I feel very excited to those moments.